Hello and welcome to King Kaboobler Plays Mega Man 10. In this video we'll be facing off against the Grandmaster himself, the most villainous, the most evil, the most hated Dr. Wily, the king of the robots themselves. He is the king of the robots. He is the king of certain robotic planets which he has then destroyed. And we will bring him to justice for that. That's actually the main mission for making these Mega Man videos on my part, King Kaboobler. I am on a mission of sorts myself, much like Mega Man, whom I've grown to respect over these past 10 videos, is on a mission to defeat the evil Dr. Wily. I am also on a mission to defeat the evil Dr. Wily. For I will help to bring him to justice against the Galactic Tribunal, and he will be held accountable for all his crimes. Or at least many of them. He's committed a lot of crimes. We're not going to get him for the jaywalking ones. And right here we see the depths of Dr. Wily's evil. You see, a lot of his robot masters were actually... They were once people. They had the human consciousness, and when they died or when they were killed, their minds were transferred into these robot bodies. Like we have Woodman right here. Woodman, his consciousness was transferred into this computer, and same with Gemini Man right here. And again, they can come back. Elect Man, he was one of the... He used to be a social worker in Detroit. And Dr. Wily just snatched him up. Before he knew it, he became Elect Man. But those were inferior versions of the characters, for they were all hooked up to this inferior machine. Dr. Wily made a few of them. I mean, he can re-upload and re-download their consciousnesses into anything he wants, basically. He's had it designed like that. That's how it works. Let's avoid those spikes and see what's down this way. Oh, we have the baseball machines, all these leftover enemies. We have gold baseball machines, and we have silver ones. Actually, that looks more bronze. But we have spiders. Jumping spiders. Very cool. Dr. Wily is afraid of spiders, and that's why he made these little spider robots, because to him they're quite fearsome. It really looks like you can go into those little alcove areas, you know, like we should be able to go in them. Alright, looks like we have ourselves the second boss of this level. Let's see what it is. Okay, it's the same thing. Yeah, he made himself a couple of these little computers, and he's going to use them. I'm guessing there will be a third one before it's through. Okay, here we have, I believe this is Flame Man. And here we have Ring Man. Looks like he has a bubble blower on his head. I believe that's more actually supposed to be a ring. But it looks like a bubble blower. And this should be, I believe that's Airman. And that's Mega Man being defeated. That's going to happen a lot in Mega Man games. Unless you're some sort of like Mega Man genius. Mega Man, you probably would need to have practiced and played the games a lot to be able to go through them without taking any damage. It would be a cool achievement though. Okay, so do this again. Defeat all these guys. We have the metal. Die. And he gives us screws. Ain't that nice? So much garbage on this level. This is where Dr. Wily keeps all of his garbage. Just compresses it and makes level space out of it. It's kind of a way for him to tell Mega Man that he thinks Mega Man is garbage. Although secretly I think he really likes Mega Man. Look at all these elaborate puzzles that he makes for him. I mean, this is a gift of love. Look at all these. He goes to all this trouble when he could simply just make a room that Mega Man cannot defeat. I mean, Dr. Wily could do that anytime he wants. You can imagine it, right? Like, what if there's a pit that he could not use Rush to get through? Rush Jet, it's too big. Rush Jet would run out of fuel. Or what if there was just, instead of this guy throwing these things at him, what if there's just a giant wall, a vertical wall of spikes? Oh, Mega Man can't get past that. No, he cannot get past the giant vertical wall of spikes. He will die. Every single time. But Dr. Wily's not like that. He always wants to give him a chance to get through. Because ultimately, Dr. Wily wants to be the one to defeat him. But he doesn't want to just, you know, go right to his house and put a gun to his head. He makes these very elaborate puzzles. It's because Dr. Wily's kind of a creative genius in that respect, you know. He just is. All these old robot masters, they've been converted down to these little pod type things, as you can see. Now we have Ringman doing his thing. Jeez, you gotta imagine, where are they keeping these things? Like, that ring was bigger than the device. Was it strapped to his back? Did we just not see it? Oh no. I get through all that, and then I get clapped by this stupid arrow. But it doesn't really matter because that was the save point. So I complained for nothing. But still, I guess it does suck to die, right? Yeah, nobody wants that. Although I have died so far quite a few times in Mega Man games, I can proudly boast that I have never died in real life. Yep, proudly boasting that. Oh, these guys are new. Little cannons that fly off the heads after they get defeated. That way, when the main body gets defeated, the weapon can still fire. Good thing that didn't go all the way across. It's a good thing, yeah, good thing Dr. Wily puts limitations on a lot of his creations, so Mega Man doesn't get too badly hurt. Alright, I'm thinking this is going to be the final set. It should be the final set of these little pod-like robot masters. If they are like that at all. Yep, okay, yep, third set. Here we go. Groups 3, right? The rule of 3. Ooh, this is like Lizard Man, I think. See if I can remember all these names, you know? It's a lot of names. This guy... Windman? No. What's his name? Tornado Man, maybe. Yeah, I think that's Tornado Man. Oh, definitely Slash Man. The Wolverine knockoff. Oh, damn it. If I remember correctly, Slash Man killed me many, many times when I fought him in the last game. Or in his game. Damn that Slash Man. He was hard. He was really, really hard. Always jumping on those walls and throwing his knives and slashing everywhere. Oh yeah, you know, this is a kind of a cool idea for some little bosses for one section of Wily's castle, you know? A way to kind of combine all these old robot masters into one idea. And that is the end of the first part of Dr. Wily's castle. Conveyor belts. Dr. Wily loves conveyor belts, and he uses them often. Oh wow, this is tough. Okay, now. These things are a little bit difficult to jump over, actually. Yep, this is not a place for rush. Well, maybe rush chat, but I'm not using rush chat right now. I'm doing this the real way. Oh, if I used rush chat, I could have got that energy tank. Should have used rush jet. Have to break those ice blocks. Oh no, wait, you can totally do that. Yep, there's two ways to get to that energy tank. Need some fire here. Or we could just stand on it. Ah, look at that. The snowmen throw their heads. Awesome. That is very awesome. Get that crash bomb going. Alright, first mini-boss. Oh, we have the Phoenixes. Ah, these guys are cool. Glad they're back. Wow, not doing too good on these. They're hitting me with every shot. It's crazy. Holy crap. Ah, yes. We have the... I guess they're kind of like flowers. But Dr. Wily got that idea from watching Pink Floyd The Wall. There's this one animated scene with these kind of flowers. And if you've seen that movie, you know which scene I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen that movie, you should probably see that movie. It's really good. Or you could probably just, if you want to see what scene I mean, just go on YouTube and type in something to the effect of Pink Floyd The Wall flower animation. You'll probably find it. because it is an animated scene. I gotta get that. Definitely gotta get that power up. Okay, should probably use the rush jet for this, yeah. And the Mega Buster. Oh, that's that. Get that rush coil all powered up. Powered up and ready to use. Happy deal. Only have one hit left. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a bit of a tough jump to make. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Didn't even get to the jumping part. Okay, back to fighting the light bulb. This is one of Dr. Wily's bright ideas. Light bulb isn't that hard. It's actually pretty simple. Now we just gotta fall down the bottomless pit of spikes. Good old spikes. There's always spikes when you need them. Uh-oh, can't make it across there. Oh yeah, with a rush jump you can. Rush coil. But it's better to leave one of those ice blocks available. Okay, gotta get this part. This guy, this jump is a tough jump. It's not the easiest jump. And we made it. Okay, yeah. Climb it up in the world. Going to go see Dr. Wily. I'm gonna go see Dr. Wily and give him my resume, and I'll get myself a good job. Maybe even with benefits. Dr. Wily would hire the King Kaboobler, right? I'm only kidding. I'm bringing Dr. Wily to justice. There's no way I'm gonna work for him. Besides, I'm the king. King doesn't work for a doctor. Doctor works for the king. But not this doctor, not Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily does not work for King Kaboobler. Oh no, siree. On the other hand, neither does Dr. Light. I don't really have any robotic specialists for doctors. I do have a couple of robotic specialists, but they're not doctors. They never did go to university. They're just really, really good at what they do. And at the end of the day, isn't that what's really important? Getting people that are really good at what they do. Alright. Now it's time for the boss man of the second area. The giant crab. Yep, that's right. When you're a robot master, eventually you have to make a giant crab. It's just... Dr. Wily, he still hasn't made, up until this game anyway, a really big giant crab. And here you go. He finally did it. He finally made his big crab. And tonight Mega Man's gonna dine on crab soup. Crab legs. This crab's gonna last a long time. Although I don't think Dr. Light's gonna want any of it. No, it's not human food. Oh, look at him, he's belting his eyes. Big eyes. Mr. Buggy-eyed insect. Insect of the sea. That's what crabs and lobsters basically are. They're kind of like insects, aren't they? This is kind of looking at them, they kind of look like insects. Gonna want to get some life here. I have 8 energy tanks, I'm doing alright. Use one of them here. Besides, I know I'll find more. And the giant crab has been defeated. And so has the second section of Wily's castle. Tune in right now for the third part. Alright, here we go. It's party time in Spikeland. Got to avoid them spikes. This is a cool little way to avoid some spikes. Very nice, Dr. Wily. Pulling out all the stops, giving us the good stuff here. Got to appreciate that. Dr. Wily sure knows how to put on a good show. And we just reached a save point. Gotta like that. Ah, little shrimp, little robotic shrimp. Dr. Wily once used something similar. But this is an updated version. It doesn't really do anything differently. It's just a little bit bigger and, well, it's got a different color scheme. But what Dr. Wily wanted a bigger shrimp, you know, he didn't want those tiny little puny shrimp floating around. Sure, they might be able to gang up on Mega Man, but it's actually a lot more expensive to make 10 little shrimp than one big shrimp. A lot more expensive. I mean, the components that it takes to make one giant shrimp is barely more than 2 little shrimp. I mean, yeah, it's you might as well just get the big ones. Buy in bulk. That's what King Kaboobler says. Buy in bulk. And don't get attacked by giant shrimp. And if you see robot shrimp, stay away. They probably belong to Dr. Wily. Everything's pink now. This is a pink room. It is so pink. Well, before Mega Man was wearing his pink costume too, now he's wearing his red suit. He is no longer the blue bomber, he is the red bomber. And now he is magically back to being the blue bomber. Alright, more spikes, more moving platforms. Very cool, very cool. And this is going to be the main, no main boss here. They sure are using those iron doors literally or liberally. I mean, those are reserved for bosses. Playing with my expectations here. Oh crap. Let's get some life here. Finally, that guy took off a lot. That's some flower power right there. Ouch. I almost felt that. Yes, of course it's better to wait till after they shoot. Otherwise you're just going to get hit by their flower power. This should be interesting. Let's try it. Did it. Awesome. And I got myself a nice little energy tank for my troubles. For my good maneuvering skills. Alright, this is going to be the boss, I'm sure. Oh, the block devil. We have another devil. Alright, now we have the block devil. Not the yellow devil. The block devil. The devils always come in pieces. And they build themselves and break themselves down. And they work in a pattern. The devils are not usually the easier villains. Especially the very, very first yellow devil. Now, that guy was hard as hell. Okay, and yeah, if you get hit by his eye there, you're gone. Let's try that again. Yep. Yeah, that's what you gotta do there. You gotta hit the eye. Oh no, now he's gonna reassemble and deconstruct himself. Ouch. Use one of those guys, maybe. They always sometimes give you something cool. Little, oh, that's nothing. Come on, you can give me something better than that. There you go. There you go. Avoid that. Probably want to get some life. Okay. This hopefully is the last one. I just need to hit him twice more. Oh no. Now that sucks. Chances are I'm gonna have to use another energy tank and he only has one more hit. God damn. Oh, here comes the eye watching. It's just, oh. Ah, Beat. Beat saved me. Thank you, Beat. Come on, let's get up there. See, you can buy, that's a Beat power-up. You can buy Beat power-ups, and if you fall down a pit, well, Beat'll get you right back up. Otherwise, that would have been death right there. And the Block Devil has been defeated. One thing you got to appreciate about Mega Man 10, the other Mega Man games didn't do this. It's like when you get to a boss, the name of the boss is on the top of the screen. Just a cool little thing that they did. Now for the last section, this is going to be all the Robot Masters fighting them all over again, as is a tradition in every Mega Man game. If they didn't have that, it wouldn't be Mega Man, would it? Oh no, not more of those fire guys. Oh, that side has an energy tank. Now that's tempting. Yeah, Rush couldn't get through there. But I plan to get that energy tank. Yep, got it. But I fell all the way back down. Isn't that how it goes? No, by the time I get up there, I'll need to use that energy tank. Actually, it won't really matter because I'll be able to get to the next section, and that'll be a save point. Unless I can't make it up here. No, I'm sure I can. I only have 2 more hits. Okay, now. Yeah, just had to step away for a second, and I'm back. And now we're going to fight some robot masters. Start with the top middle. What's it going to be? Solar Man. Alright. The man with the power of the sun himself. Yeah, that was expected. I had very little life. I wasn't going to use an energy tank just for that at this point. It is always a good idea to save your energy tanks for Dr. Wily. As many as you can. I have 6. I want to ideally 5. 4 at the least. Ah, the villainous sheep man. The man of sheep himself. Yes, he is the man of sheep. Not many people can claim to have that title. Sheep man? Yep. Of course, he's a robot, not really a man, but you know, for the sake of this argument, we're going to call him man, because he has man in his name. The villainous wool man. He's full of wool. He is wool man, sheep man. He is all of those kind of men. If you need a new sweater, you don't go to Flame Man. You go to Sheep Man. Sheep Man also does a lot of knitting on the side. He knits all of Dr. Wily's sweaters. Oh, double KO. Beautiful. Now that is beautiful. Wonder if it counted. Did it count? No, it didn't. Alright, Electric Sheep Man. Alright, Sheepman has been defeated. Now we are going to move on to Mr. Commando Man himself. The Big Green. Dr. Wily likes to call him Sully. You don't want to be drinking that water. That water is all kinds of colors. If you see super colorful water like that just lying around, don't drink it. It's probably all kinds of bad for you. That bubble shield of his is pretty badass, actually. Shoot it all directions. It's a good weapon. Gonna fill everything up at this point. Those blades can cut right through those bubbles. That's very nice. And another robot master down. Gonna go for Strike Man next. Gonna get some strikes. He's gonna strike out after I kick his ass. Blades are also quite useful against Mr. Strike Man. You know, he should be throwing a baseball. That's definitely not a baseball that he's throwing. I mean, Dr. Wily, I don't know what his reasoning was behind that. He goes to all the trouble to make this whole theme park of baseball. And the main villain doesn't even throw baseballs. It looks more like some sort of colorful frisbee. Yeah, you don't want to get in Nitro Man's way. He is angry and he will beat you. See, most robots won't attack humans. Nitro Man, yeah, he will. He runs on a different program. Alright. Right, Nitro Man round 2. That is a useless weapon. And I am about dead. Okay, Nitro Man round 3. Nitro Man round 4. Jeez, Nitro Man, looks like you're gaining some weight there. Putting on those pounds. You having a little too many buffets. Now he's got to put that bike somewhere. He's like a transformer robot. Uh-huh. Okay. And Nitro Man round 5. Here we go. Nitro Man is seeming to be the most difficult fight so far. Certainly is doing a little bit of damage to this Mega Man. Him and that bike of his. Ah, here we go, some spikes. Now, you think that would do more damage, you know, spikes on the tires. It does decent damage. Actually, that did do a lot of damage. That one hit did. I think it's, yeah, if he runs directly over it, it does do decent damage. Nitro Man is down. 2 more to go. Then on to Dr. Wily himself. And the last one, we have Blade Man. The living knife. I just thought it'd be funny to try Blade against Blade. It didn't work, of course. Actually, sometimes it does, though. It does work out that way sometimes with some robot masters. Their own weapon will be their weakness. It's rare, though. It is rare. Yeah. Trying to beat him on Half-Life. It's not working out so well. Alright, he's got to go down. Round 3. It's about as not that powerful, but it does have a big range, so you're almost guaranteed to hit him. Oh, that something hit him. All of a sudden his life just went way down. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention for a second. Didn't seem like it was taking off that much damage. Alright. You know what time it is? That's right, it's Dr. Wily time. And what is his first form going to be? Is it going to involve skulls? Yes, it is. It's a giant skull ship. Dr. Wily, your designs are predictable, yet always awesome. Yeah, this is an interesting way. Everything's about missiles. Shoots them out of his mouth. And you gotta beat the little ones coming from the top. Yeah, Dr. Wily had his moment there. but he's about to go down. And he always has 2 or 3 forms. I'm just going to take a guess and say with this game, it's going to be 2 forms. Yeah, he's getting some hits in there. Or I'm getting hits in there. He hasn't gotten like barely anything. Oh, just as I say that. Of course. Alright, second form. Same as the first form, just more damaged. With different weapons. It's about time to use an energy tank. Oh, this is going to be easy. I have 6 energy tanks. I'm already on his second form. He's got to remember to use the energy tanks, and this is going to be no problem. And how hard is it not to remember to use an energy tank? Just pay attention to your life. Okay, I think there's going to be a third form, of course. Dr. Wily has escaped. And it goes way up. Whoa, that's a big castle. Oh, he's got a castle on top of a castle. Would you look at that? That is cool. And everything's backwards, upside down. Or at least that logo is for some reason. Let's see if everything else is also upside down. Oh, you gotta love these saw blades. Yeah, that's an old favorite from Mega Man 2. It's a great place to farm for health and everything. Oh yeah, everything's upside down here. Yeah, and all the little skulls on the platforms are upside down. Everything's upside down. Even Mega Man's upside down, but, you know, from the way we're looking at him, it's right side up. Yeah, these saws, they don't stop. They just keep on coming and coming and coming. It's a good place to actually farm for 1-ups if you have the patience to do that, because eventually they will drop 1-ups. However, there is a 1-up back here. I might get it, but it's not entirely necessary. Oh. Gotta get that. Gotta climb up the ladders. It looks like we're climbing down the ladders, but we're actually climbing up the ladders. It's all an illusion. I haven't got any one-ups yet in this. Dr. Wily has a lot of these drills. He actually has a factory in Texas, and that factory is pretty much just a storage factory. He stores these things there, and he's got literally hundreds of thousands of them. He had them made cheaply in China. I think they literally cost him $32, right around that. I think it's 32, maybe 35, 32 or 35, one of those two. $32, crazy. That's one of the cheapest things Dr. Wily's ever built. And he has hundreds and thousands of them. Alright, it's time for the final battle. Which one is real? Yet you have to find which is the real Dr. Wily. One of them takes damage, the other one doesn't. Oh, no, yeah. It's kind of funny watching the other one act, though, when you do shoot it. It just kind of, it's like a little robot and his head just kind of bobs off. Sometimes I shoot him just for the effect. It's funny for a moment or two. See, look at that. It's no problem though, Dr. Wily's going down one. Either way, I mean. He's only got a few hits left. This will be Dr. Wily's final form. He never goes past 3 forms. And Dr. Wily is dead. Well, of course he's not dead. You were about to see him beg for his life, like he always does. Always begging for his life. Oh, Dr. Wily's having some identity crisis issues. Now, wouldn't that be an interesting twist? The real Dr. Wily died many, many years ago, and ever since then his robot has taken over, thinking he's the real Dr. Wily. Not that that's what happened, they didn't actually explain that. That might be something they just embellished for story purposes. We do know the real Dr. Wily is still alive and still gonna bring him to justice. And that is Mega Man 10. Hope you all enjoyed this exciting journey. Now we'll read out these names. Blade Man. And then there's, of course, Pump Man. Who could forget Pump Man? He pumps his own head. And then Commando Man, the badass that commando guy. Then there's, of course, Chill Man. He'll chill you right down to the bone. And then Sheep Man. He does not sound threatening at all. Strike Man. What a goofy character. Gotta love Dr. Wily's sense of aesthetics. And then we have Nitro Man, the man that turns into a bike. And of course there's Solar Man, who can harness the power of a sun in his head. That's quite a power.